Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now if you've watched any of our videos before, you'll probably know that we love a little surprise on this channel, Naomi and Jack. We've done all sorts of surprises. I surprised Naomi by getting one of our wedding photos framed. We surprised Naomi's parents by getting them, a weekend away and then also redoing the kitchen. Naomi surprised me with a card and a meal out. I surprised her with moving the room around. There's been all sorts of surprises. So we like surprises. The good thing about surprises as well is it means that basically one of us can do most of the filming. So today, it's me and you people. I've just sent Naomi off. Insert clip now.
Hi! I'm basically being kicked out of the house for a few hours.
Yes, so we've done a couple of surprise videos. You've probably seen them.
Or you should have.
This one's a little bit different because Naomi knows that there is a surprise coming because I've told her to go away. I told you to go away and work in the library. And usually I just like to film the surprises and then I can just put it out. But Naomi was like, oh, what videos are we going to film? What videos are we going to film? And I was trying to avoid saying, oh, well, I'll just do a surprise. But you've just been working here all the time, non-stop, haven't you? So I've had no opportunity to surprise. So I've had to orchestrate it and just say, go away.
I'm having to tiptoe to be similar height to you. Thank you.
Go away.
Love you.
Love you too.
Love you guys.
Bye. Okay, so let me tell you what we're going to be doing today. There's a bit of a backstory, and I'll probably tell you that as I'm doing it. Basically, as you might be able to see on my wrist. So this here is a bracelet that Naomi made for me. Now, we made each other these sorts of like friendship bracelets, forever bracelet kind of things. We made them after we'd known each other for a few months. We've pretty much had them ever since then. They're just these small little bands and they're actually quite easy to slide on and off. Over the years, we've lost a couple of them. And sadly, a couple of months ago, Naomi lost hers. I think we've remade them once or twice each. This is definitely my second or third one. What's really cool is we still have the original string that we made the first ones from, and we always remake them from the same string. I'm going to have a go at remaking Naomi her lost band. It's been a long time since we made them, like a couple of years, and I have absolutely no idea how to make it. So yeah, you guys are going to come along that journey with me whilst I make this little bracelet, and then we'll see her reaction when she gets back. I don't really know how to film it best. We're going to have to work that out as we go. But for now, let me show you the thread. One sec. Ta-da! I'm sure most people in relationships have a shoebox full of like sentimental goodies, so this is mine. In here, let me pan down so you can see. Aha! Yeah, maybe one day we could go through like all the stuff that's in here. That might be kind of a fun video. All these years of cards. This is the wedding present that I made Naomi. If you want to see what's in here, you'll have to comment and maybe we'll do another video about it. But here, we have all of the thread. There's so much of it. Just bear with me for an hour or two whilst I untangle this. Sadly, Naomi's really good at untangling knots, and yet she is not here to do it. She was literally singing a song yesterday about how she was the queen of untangling knots.
I am the queen of knots. The queen of knots. I am the queen of knots.
Ta-da! So now we've got the string untangled, need to pick out the colours I'm going to use. Probably just try and match it to the ones that I've got because I think that would be nice. And then once I'm making it, I'll tell you more about the story behind the band. I hope you guys can see me alright. This has taken a little while to work out how to even film this bit, and I don't even know if it's going to work. Let's just start, shall we? Let's pick out the colours. Let's check mine first. Definitely got some black. Like we sort of went for Zambian colours to start with. So obviously we need some green and some orange. This is a nightmare. Do you guys want to watch an hour-long video of me unballing some string?
6.5 hours later.
And you know these strings, in fact, we actually got them from just a little corner shop below where I used to live. And they literally, I think, might have paid 99p, which is just amazing. I don't know if that's going to be long enough, hopefully. Can you imagine if I make this whole thing and it's not long enough? Is it yellow or is it orange? I think that's brown, actually. Well, there's not a lot of red left. Green, red, blue and brown. Black, green, red, blue, brown. Now I need to find the YouTube video of how to make it. And I'm going to need scissors, which also is another issue. We don't have any scissors in this house. Okay, so now I need to try and find the YouTube video that we used to teach us how to do it. I think we just Googled something like friendship bracelets. How to make a friendship bracelet? I don't know. Okay, YouTube, the world's second biggest search engine, if you didn't know. How to make a friendship bracelet. DIY chevron. Is this a chevron? No, it's not a chevron. It's just like diagonal. Friendship bracelets for beginners. This looks like the one. I'll put the link to the video that I used down below if you want to have a go at making them. If you feel like a 6-year-old like me.
I'm going to be teaching you how to make the candy striped bracelet.
Okay. Teach me.
And I have already made 2.
Oh, you have made 2. Wow.
For the one I'm going to be teaching you, I'm only using 4. Just because you're just starting out, and
I am just starting out. She knows.
Harder. And you make a 4 over the second string, just like that.
Alright, so now I need to find a way to film me doing that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pin it to my leg and then tie it off, because I remember that's how we did it before and it kind of worked. I'm going to risk the green, and this orange is pretty long if I can untangle it, so I'm going to try and untangle the orange now. You guys probably don't need to watch me undo a knot for 5 minutes.
1 eternity later.
So now we're going to cut it and get started. The only scissors that we actually have are the scissors on my penknife. Despite how many times we buy scissors, they always go missing in this house. What I'm going to do is just cut them all to the length of the green one, because that's the shortest one. Just tied a knot in the end here. So these are the colours I've gone for. You can see them up close. We are pinned onto my leg.
First, you get your first string.
Get my first string.
Make a 4
Got it.
over the second string, just like that.
Make a 4, just like that, over the second string.
Put it under.
Under. Let's see how it goes. I think the first time Naomi and I made these, we'd known each other for a little while, for a few months probably, and we were starting to get quite close. Naomi had planned all this travelling for the summer. She was going to Zambia for like a month and a bit. Yeah, we thought we would exchange these little bracelets that we made so that we had something from each other while she was away. It's funny actually, one of the reasons that got me thinking about remaking this is because I went go-karting recently to wear these gloves, and the gloves like grip your wrist quite tightly. So when I'd taken the glove off, I didn't feel it, but it ripped off my bracelet. Luckily I managed to get it back, but that made me think, oh yeah, now is a good time as any to make Naomi one. It's actually just a really nice and quite relaxing activity to do. I guess it's like the idiot's version of knitting, isn't it? Just like a sort of repetitive motion with like string. If there's any knitters out there, they probably will be very offended by that. Yeah, these little bracelets are obviously not the only sentimental things that we have exchanged for one another, and I mean, let's be honest, now we're married, we have, you know, wedding rings, so it's hardly like we're gonna forget it. But I think it's just a really cute tradition that it's something that we've done for so long. I sort of really like the idea of us keeping this going forever. Like, why would we ever not need one of these bracelets? And eventually it could be a fun, cute thing to teach our kids. So I'd be really interested to hear if you guys have any sort of like, I don't know, cute little things like this that you've done with your partners. Silly little things maybe that not everyone would do, but it's special to you guys. What sort of things do you do? Because I bet every relationship has them, right? It must do. So this has actually just been a super busy couple of weeks for us. Ever since Christmas, like, we've just really been, it's just one thing after another. Yeah, we just never really got an opportunity to get into a routine. Shortly after New Year's, it was then exams, essay deadlines, all these things. And then it was my birthday, and then it's been other people's birthdays. The amount of birthdays in January is crazy. This week, Naomi has, I think, two deadlines. She's got her dissertation proposal, which I think she's pretty much finished today. Sounds really good. She'll tell you all about that, I imagine. But she's doing analysis of loose skin after weight loss and using YouTube and YouTube comments as the medium for gathering data, which is quite interesting. What else has been going on? I decided to take up a new hobby, something like just for myself really, because there's not really any like societies or anything that happen at BPP. Naomi and I do a lot of stuff together, but it really means that I don't do very much without Naomi, you know, and it's important to have like a bit of balance and, you know, some things that you do which are separate, because our lives are so intertwined in so many ways, which is great, and I do really like that. But I think it is important to be able to have your own like ownership over your own things. Yeah, Naomi thought it'd be a really good idea, and I'm glad that she suggested it, that I started something new for myself. So I was thinking, okay, well, what could I take up? What do I fancy doing? Basically narrowed it down to 2 ideas. One was golf and one was tennis. And I had a look online for like some sort of introductory lessons type things. Both I've played a bit like when I was a kid and, you know, even in my teenage years, but not to a high standard at all. Like, I was terrible at both, and like now I could barely do either. Anyway, looked online and found that there was a driving range not too far out of London that were offering a free 6-week introductory beginner's course, and went to golf lesson Saturday morning. Also, I'm really pleased by how this is coming on. I think it does look like Kat Hanlon's thing. So this is evidently going to take a little while, so I'm going to crack on with it and then let's catch up in a bit. So I've left the end undone because I don't know exactly how long it needs to be. Okay, so let's call Naomi and tell her she can come back. Hey babe.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. What you doing?
Smashing out some presentation work.
Are you going to stay and work or do you want to come home?
I want to go home. I want to see your pretty little face.
Okay, come home.
Can I? Oh, so excited. Alright, love you.
Love you too. Bye.
20 minutes later.
Can I come in?
Yes, I suppose.
I don't know what's changed, I'm sorry.
This is different because you know that there's a surprise, but you don't know what.
I know, I really don't. It's very confusing.
What do you think it is?
Well, I thought something had changed with the room, but nothing has changed with the room.
What do you think it is?
You made something?
I was going to wrap it up, but I haven't had time.
You made something? What did you make? What is it?
Close your eyes. What do you think it is?
I don't know if I should ruin it. Is it what I think it is?
If you think you know what it is, then do what you should do.
Oh my god, yes! Oh, finally, I've got another one.
Do you like it?
I
Do you like the
love
colours?
it. I do. Oh, it reminds me of the Zambian flag a little bit. Oh, is this what you spend time doing?
Yeah.
Hey. I will not lose this one.
I'll squat down. So we're just taking a thumbnail and realised we forgot to say goodbye. Why
I'm sorry, I'm just a bit offended by your sadness that you're having to squat down. Who told you to marry such a short woman?
Are you squatting as well?
I'm not squatting.
You're not stood up straight, are you? Stand up straight. Oh, okay.
I am just so grateful for my band. I love them so much and I'm so happy to have one again. You know, I always say in life 3 things you can do: accept, reject or transform. And for a long time I rejected the fact that I had lost my band, living in denial. And then I came to accept it. And you know, when you accept it, that's when things really transform and the universe is like, yes, here is your band. Bam! Ba-bam! So now I'm happy again. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much, guys, for watching my darling husband make me a lovely gift. If you have ever made one of these, let us know. And if you try to make them, definitely let us know. Follow us on Instagram,
Yep.
Naomi CBC, Jack.cbc, and send us your pictures. But until next time, we love you lots.
Make sure you give a like.
Make sure you subscribe and make sure you turn on that notification bell. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so now I'm gonna try and... There is no possible way to light this scene where I don't look like a ghost. You're just trying to make me dark.